Obviously, I'm not going to reject anyone. Also, Ryan and his brother may be appearing at some point during this class. So I'm just.
I was going to say, where the heck is Ryan? He should be right next to you.
I know, he's at dinner with his brother right now.
That's valid.
All right, let's dive right in. We're going to start on our backs, as always, working on that neutral pelvis. So the low back is pressed down into the mat. The feet are dialing out a little bit, so starting to engage the glutes and the hamstrings. You can put your hands on your thighs, so to create a little pressure between your hands and your quads, and then squeezing the glutes up into a low bridge. So here you don't want to arch your back, you want to keep the pelvis even, so it's not about how high you're going in that glute bridge, but it's about how much engagement you're getting in your glutes. So you may even want to just like poke your glutes a little bit, making sure that they are awake and ready to move. All right, we're just going to start with some marches. So lifting one knee so that right knee is over your hip, and then switching to the other side. So starting to just bring in a little bit of light movement here to start warming up the glutes and the quads and the hip flexors. So just slowly coming back and forth from your glute bridge and then lifting and lowering. So we're working on that hip flexion and extension here. Again, the whole time we're keeping that out of our low back. So all of the power in this move is coming from those glutes. I didn't say this is the beginning, but as always, you're welcome to play music on your end. Just make sure you're muted. A lot of people find movement more joyful when there's music. So if you're one of those people, feel free to mute yourself and play music on your end. All right, we'll do 3 more. 3, 2, 1, good. And we'll lower our back down to the ground. All right, we're gonna do a really quick core warm up. So bringing those hands behind your head, elbows are pointed up towards the ceiling. We'll take a nice big inhale, exhale, lifting up off those shoulder blades, elbows are pointing up towards the ceiling, head is pressed back into your hands. So really feeling the core, the deep core start to engage here. Good, and lower. Big inhale, exhale, and lift up. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of self-touching, which is gonna sound weird, but you'll know what I mean. So we're gonna take our right hand, and I'm gonna come a little bit at an angle here, and you're just gonna cross it over your chest and pretend that you're like dragging your shoulder blade down your back. So you're crossing over and you're still lifting up, but you're pulling yourself down and up at the same time. So this hand is like right at the bottom of my shoulder blade. Hand behind your head and down. Inhale, exhale, lifting up. This time your left hand is coming to somewhere on that shoulder blade. It's fine if you're not there. You can be anywhere. Just you're imagining that you're pulling down the ribs and the shoulder blade as you're lifting up a couple inches. It should start to really dial up your core. Good. Hand behind the head and down. Inhale, exhale, and lift. So we're doing this again. So right hand is coming either to your shoulder blade, to your ribs, wherever feels best. And you're imagining pulling that down as you're lifting away from it. So you're just building some of that extra strong tension in the core here. Oh, it feels so deep. All right. Inhale. Good. Exhale, lifting up. Again, that left hand is coming. So you're pulling kind of down. It's kind of more of an imaginary move. You're not actually like pulling any part of your body. Good. Last time we'll do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. That right hand crosses over and you're pulling away as you're lifting up and out of your shoulder blades. Good. Inhale and lower last time. Exhale and lift. That left hand is crossing, pulling down, getting nice and deep into that core. Good. And lower. All right, we're coming up into a quadruped. So we will come, hands will be under our shoulders, and knees will be a little bit closer than even you might think here. So don't have them out here, so bring them right under your hips or a little bit further. And we're just gonna start by bringing that left knee into a 90-degree angle. And notice my hip's not here, so making sure your pelvis is staying even. And we're just gonna start by doing some little pulses here. Keep warming up the glutes. So watch my back isn't dropping, it's staying nice and even. The chest isn't sagging, I'm finding lots of control in my shoulders. My neck is neutral. So we're dialing up that left glute here. I'm gonna come this way so that I can also see you. And then we're gonna add on here. So we're doing this pulse, and then we're gonna bring that knee behind our right knee and then extend it back up. So you're bringing it behind that right knee and pressing it back up. So you should feel some engagement in your inner thighs as well as your abductors, really getting all of those important stability muscles fired up here. Good. 3, 2, 1. Nice. We'll switch to the other side. So this time our right leg is coming up and we're coming to those pulses. I like to flex my toes so like I'm stamping my foot into the ceiling, but if it feels better to, keep it natural, that is fine too. So that glute is fired up here. Again, you can always put the hand on your back to make sure that your pelvis is staying neutral. All right, we'll add on, so bringing that right knee behind the left and then extending it back up, right knee behind your left. You may feel your glute med working here too, which is the muscle right above your glute max, which is what people usually think of as like your buttocks. I don't even know how to say those. Your butt, you know what I mean. Good, crossing behind. Extend, we'll do one more. Crossing behind and extend. Whew. All right, we'll take a quick second in a child's pose or just in a nice little stretch. So if you don't want to come all the way down, just giving those hips a little bit of love for a second. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna grab a sip of water and then I'll demo our first round of exercises. So, okay, so how our HIIT is going to work today, we have 1 minute of a more strength exercise, but a strength exercise, and then 30 seconds of a more high intensity exercise. And so that's 1.5 minutes, and we'll repeat that 3 times. So it'll add up to 4.5 minutes straight, which sounds really intense, but the minute-long exercise is more low intensity. And then we'll have a nice long recovery going into the next one. It will be a blast. So our first strength exercise is going to be an inchworm into a push-up. So bending those knees, big bend. We're walking forward into that plank. I personally will drop down my knees for my push-up, pushing back up, walking back up to standing. You get the idea, walking forward into a plank. You can always keep the feet, lifted and do your push-up from your toes instead. Our 30-second high intensity move is just going to be in a squat. We're just going to do fast feet. So this can look, a really small movement, or if you want it to be really fast, you can do that too. It can be a really, really small movement or more if you want it to be. I think it's kind of a fun one. I don't usually have that one in my classes. All right. I'm out of breath from demoing that, so good luck to everyone. Let's start with that minute of our inchworm into our push-up, starting in 3, 2, 1. So generous bend in the knees, walking forward into that plank position, dropping those knees, flat chest, and then pressing back up. Do this at your own pace, no rush. Take as many rests as you need here. Make it fun, add in a dance move. Maybe you want to do a little dance move at the top and then back into your inchworm. You're already halfway through here. Less than 30 seconds to go. Good, 15 seconds. We're getting ready for those fast feet. Good. So come to standing in 3, 2, 1. Finding that squat position. You can make this a small move. Again, this could be really a small, kind of like a stagger step, or if you want to speed up those feet and come into a little bit more movement. Yeah, I see everyone doing this. Nice job. 15 seconds. It's kind of fun. Whew. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back into our inchworms and into that push-up. So again, take this at your own pace. If you need to grab water, take a breather, up to you. Good. So on those inchworms, keeping the core engaged the whole time. Don't worry about lowering to the ground or anything on those push-ups. Good. 15 seconds left. Getting ready for that next round of fast feet. Coming to stand in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Round 2. If you ever played a sport, maybe this was a thing you did in the sport. Remember, we're hinging at our hips here. You can always speed it up or slow it down, up to you. Good. 10 seconds. Good. 3, 2, woo, last time. Going back into those inchworms, into our push-ups. Last time. Oh, I'm out of breath. Again, slow this down, speed it up, whatever you need at this point. I promise we'll do a longer recovery after the 4.5 minutes. Good, 30 seconds to go here. Last time in these inchworms to push-ups. $15 seconds to go here. All right, getting ready for that final round of our fast feet in 3, 2, let's go. Last round here. Maybe you want to try to speed it up for our final 20 seconds. Maybe you want to slow it down a little bit. Good, 10 seconds to go. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Whew. I know you couldn't see my face that whole time, but I was very tired. Whew. All right, grab water. You got a solid minute off here. Take a breather. Don't worry, 4 more of those to go. All right. So next up, our strength exercise is going to be a lunge to squat. So you can start at the top of your mat, and then you'll step back into a lunge, so a normal lunge. You'll step in to a squat position, and then alternate. So lunging on the other side, coming into that squat. Lunge on the other side, squat. So you'll do 1 lunge, squat, 1 lunge, squat, back and forth for that minute. Oh man, okay, so our cardio exercise, more high intensity exercise is mountain climbers. And I'll give you a bunch of options. So you can do this fast, so like you're actually running. So, you know, we're here, mountain climbers, or you can slow it down. You can also bring into quadruped and then come back out to plank. So come into that quadruped, come back out to plank. You got lots of options there if you prefer something over mountain climbers. World is yours, do whatever you need here. All right, let's do it. So starting with a lunge to squat, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. So you can start with whatever lunge you want, and then coming in for that squat, other leg, lunge into your squat. So you're hinging at the hips here for that squat, and then lunging on the other leg, squat. Good, so again, take this as slow as you need. You can speed it up if you feel like you're able to maintain your form. Already 30 seconds in. Again, we fired up those glutes at the beginning for a reason. Let them help you out here. Good, 15 seconds left. Getting ready for those mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. So again, you can do those fast knees, you can slow down the knees, or you can come in to a quadruped and come back out into a plank. But remember, we only got 30 seconds here, so making it the most of it. Finding control in this movement in your core. Good, 3, 2, 1. We're right back in to our squat to lunge. So take a second if you need it, and then whenever you're ready, we're back into our squat, into our lunge. And remember, this is your workout, so modify this however you need for you. If you just want to do squats or you just want to do lunges, that's fine too. Trying to keep that pelvis neutral here. Good, 15 seconds, and then we're back into your mountain climber variation, whatever that looks like for you. Good, 3, 2, 1. So your choice here for the mountain climber variations. I'm opting for slow mountain climbers, but you can always come down into quadruped and step back. Up to you, 15 seconds. Good, 3, 2, final time through. We're back into those squat to lunges at your own pace here. Squatting. I like doing it on this better. Coming back into that lunge, squatting. Nice, you all are nailing these lunges and squats. I see them. We are almost done last time through, less than 30 seconds to go. All right, getting ready for that final round of mountain climbers here in 3, 2, 1. Last 30 seconds, and then we get that long recovery again. The water is really mixing around in my belly. I'm slowing it down. Good, 15 seconds left. Remember your modifications here. Good. 3, 2, 1. Whoo, you made it. Oh. Take a breather, grab some water. How are we doing? I'm already.
I feel my core like trembling in some of those moments. I'm like, ooh, that hurts in a good way, but it hurts.
Oh, I feel ya. I feel ya. All right, so we'll demo our next one. So our first exercise is a plank walk or a push-up walk, but there's also planks in there too. So you'll be in that push-up position on your knees, and you'll stagger one hand over to the side. So you're now at the corner of your mat or the floor, coming to a push-up, coming back to the middle, push-up, and then staggering to the side of your mat, push-up. So I call it a push-up walk. You all are more than welcome to do this on your toes. If you are able, that is an option. I will be doing it on my knees, very much so. Again, take this at your own speed. And then our high intensity exercise will be skaters, which we've done before, but I'll quickly demo. So option 1 is just stepping behind. So absolutely no jump. It's more of just like a pivot move. If you want to add on a bit of a leap, feel free to do that. And you can always add a tap on the ground for that last level. So pick whatever level of skaters you ideally would want. All right. Yes, before you ask, we are doing 3 minutes of push-ups. So don't hate me. I know you will anyway, but too late for that. All right, let's do it. Again, take as many breaks here as you need. We're working on that push-up form, so if you feel like your form is going, take a breather and come back. All right, 3, 2, 1. So you're in that starting push-up position. You're stagger walking towards the side of your mat, coming into that push-up. Core is engaged, coming back to center, push-up, walking to the other side. And you can notice I'm not going all the way down to the ground. Don't worry about that at all. You're just bending the elbows, pressing up with upper back muscles, etc. Look, we're already 30 seconds in. See? No reason to hate me. Good, 15 seconds left here. Getting ready for those skaters in 3, 2, 1. So remember your options here. You can just step behind, you can add the touch, or you can add the jump, your choice. So remember, stepping behind is an option. Up to you. Good, we're already 15 seconds in here. Whew. Never very good at this one with my balance. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back down into our push-up walks, round 2. Good, so take a breather to get back into that good form, and then we'll start back into that walk. I hope you can hear me breathing hard because I'm very tired too. Good, we're more than halfway. Good, pressing through those upper back muscles, dialing out the hands a bit. All right, getting ready for that second round of skaters. In 3, 2, 1. Remembering your levels here. Anything that feels good to you. Good, 15 seconds left, pushing off the inside of your foot here. So we're pretending we're in the Olympics. We're skating down the hill. Good, 3, 2, 1. Final time through these push-ups, 1 minute left. Feel free to give your shoulders a quick roll if you need that. Let's go. Final minute. Staggering to the side, push up, back to the middle. No more push-ups after this, I promise. Good, 30 seconds left. Core should also be dialed up here too, so not letting that low back dip. Good, 10 seconds, getting ready for that final round of skaters. Good, in 3, 2, 1, let's go, 30 seconds left. Remember your options. Good, 15 seconds to go. And then we get a bit of that recovery. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everyone. Grab some water, take a seat if you need it. All right, we're doing great. We have 2 more rounds. Next up, we have, I think it's a good one. We've done this one before, but we'll be doing curtsy lunges into a leg lift. If you, as always, if you just prefer the lunges that we were doing before, feel free to do those. But if you want to do curtsy lunges, you're stepping behind enough that this knee is not coming forward when you bend. So you're stepping behind, bending, stepping back in. And then what we're adding on for this is our leg lift to the side and stepping behind, and then alternating leg lift, stepping behind for that curtsy. You can always, as I said, do the normal side leg lift, normal lunge if you prefer normal lunges. Okay, and then our, oh man, you all are gonna hate me for this one. All right, for our cardio exercise is a plank jack. So plenty of options. You can do this on your forearms, you can do this on your hands. And then for your feet, you have many options. You can hold a plank. You can do stepping in and out, or you could do a jack if that is what you prefer. So again, on your hands or on your forearms or on your knees. So many options, up to you. All right, let's do it. Coming into that curtsy lunge to leg lift. Remember to alternate the legs because we're just going through it 3 times. All right, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. So I'm starting on my left side, stepping behind for that curtsy lunge, alternating right leg, stepping behind, curtsy lunge back in. So at your own pace here. Again, we're not tilting the pelvis. Pelvis is staying neutral even as we come behind for that curtsy lunge. So what I like about curtsy lunges is you'll feel some engagement in your glute med in a curtsy lunge that you don't necessarily feel or are working in a standard lunge. So they have a little bit more of that hip engagement than you may in a normal sagittal lunge. Good. We got 10 seconds and then we're going into our plank jacks here. In 3, 2, 1. I personally will be stepping in and out. Again, you can do this on your forearms or on your hands. You can also drop down to your knees and do the same thing, but on your knees. So many options. Good, 15 seconds. If you'd rather add in that jump, feel free to do the jump instead. Good, 3, 2, 1. We're back up for our curtsy lunge. Whew, let's do it. So we're doing that leg lift, stepping behind, leg lift. And I like to flex my toe as I lift because I get some extra abductor engagement rather than point, but see what feels best for you on your hips. Good, less than 30 seconds here. Getting ready for that second round of plank jacks in 10 seconds. Good, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So remember all your options. You can do this on your forearms, on your hands. You can step in and out. You can also have the knees on the ground, or you can be adding in that jump. Your choice. Good, less than 10 seconds here. Then we'll come into that final round. 3, 2, 1. All right, last round of that curtsy lunge to leg lift. Again, this is your speed. So whatever you feel like you can hit with that good form. So we're not letting the core and the glutes go here. Good, 30 seconds. Last little push. And then I promise no more lunges. We are done with our lunges today. Good, 15 seconds left. All right, getting ready for those plank jacks in 3, 2, 1. Final 30 seconds here. So finding that same core engagement you found in those mountain climbers. "15 seconds. That neck is staying neutral here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everyone. How we doing? Sometimes it feels really good to get your heart rate up. It really does. It may feel like death in the moment, but it does feel good to get the heart pumping. All right, last round, final 4.5 minutes. Oh yeah, no, I actually really like this one too. So we are gonna be doing a tricep dip to a boat pose, a boat hold. So you can find a table position. So those wrists are under your shoulders. We'll lift up into a table position and we'll do one tricep dip. So just bending those elbows a little bit, pressing back up, sitting down on your butt and coming to a boat pose for like half a second, coming down, planting, lifting up, coming to a tricep dip, lowering, coming to that boat pose. You can also always keep the feet on the ground too if you don't want to lift them up. Totally up to you. And again, for these tricep dips, don't worry about getting super low to the ground. In fact, you want to keep the shoulders engaged the whole time. So you're never letting them come forward, keeping the shoulders nice and back. And then for our high intensity move, I'll give you 2 options. So actually, I'll give you 3 options for fun. So option 1 is a modified jumping jacks. So you're just stepping in and out, having a little fun. You can add a little. Option 2 is a normal jumping jack. And then option 3 is the dance remix version of a jumping jack, where you're crossing the arms in front instead, and you're crossing the feet. I call it the crisscross. So if you'd rather do the crisscross, yeah, Emily's doing the crisscross. Feel free to do the crisscross instead. World is your oyster. All right, final 4.5 minutes. Let's do it. All right, so we're in that table position. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So finding that table position, you're coming to one little tricep dip, bringing the butt down. You can just come to table for a second, so lift the feet or keep the feet on the ground. Start to feel that core engagement, and then plant the hands. Come to that tricep dip, pressing up. So the nice thing about this one is you could hold this for 10 seconds. So if you really like that move, feel free to hold that for longer. If you like the tricep dip, feel free to hold that for longer. This gives you a lot of autonomy to pick your favorite part of this move and do it for longer. You want to always keep the feet on the ground too. You can see how clean my feet are. So feeling the nice little triceps work. So they're little mini muscles, your triceps. So don't worry if they can't really lift you down too far. They're not meant to. All right, getting ready for that jumping jack variation in 3, 2, 1. So remember, you can do your modified jumping jack, your normal jumping jack, or your crisscross. Crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. We're having fun. We're having so much fun. Sorry to my neighbors. Good, 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. All right, back down to our tricep dips, to our boat hold, finding that table position. See, this one's alarmingly fun. All right, one tricep dip, coming to your boat hold for a second, pressing back up into that table, little pulse, back down. I also didn't mention, if that tricep dip feels too hard from table, you can always do it here instead. So do it from seated instead of table. Totally fine. Just some different leverage. Good, less than 30 seconds here. You also might feel your chest working a bit to help your triceps out. All right, getting ready for that second round of our cardio exercise in 3, 2, 1. So again, remembering your options. You can do crisscross, modified, or just a normal jumping jack, your choice. Have a little fun. You can make it into a little dance if you would prefer. There are no rules. They're only your rules. Good, 3, 2, 1. Final minute and a half here, coming back down. Last time through. I think this one is actually very fun. Whew. I'm waiting for Ryan to get back and be like, what is she doing? Well, Ryan, I'm doing the crisscross. I don't know what else you would be doing on a Tuesday night. Come on. All right, 30 seconds to go here. All right, we're getting close to that final 30 seconds. And then we will do a quick cool down and I will let you all go. Let's put our hearts into that final 30 seconds. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Whatever you're feeling. You can add in some punches. You can add in some flailing. Really, whatever you're feeling. You could add some grabs in. Really, no one is watching. Maybe your neighbors, maybe your friends, but that's okay. We're just here to dance tonight. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, what a blast. All right, take
That one was a lot of fun. I really like that one.
So fun. All right, grab some water, take a second, and we'll do some stretchy stretchies. And then we will be off into the universe. I'm a sweaty mama. Whew. All right, actually we're gonna start in a low lunge today. So you can bring one leg forward, so you're sort of in a low lunge like this, so your glute is tucked. And we're really squeezing our pelvis forward, so you feel some opening in your hip flexor. The glute is kind of squeezing open that pelvis. And we're just gonna come to some shoulder rolls here, so that pelvis is staying even as we're releasing some of the shoulders and upper back and chest from all those upper body and lower body movements. Good, we're gonna take that right hand down to the ground, so my left leg is forward. If it's the opposite, that's fine. But bringing that right hand down to the ground, we're just gonna open up into a light twist here. You can release that neck if it feels good. Let me move this way so you can see. So just opening up the chest, releasing the neck. If you want to put something under your hand like a book or the couch, whatever feels best here. Good, and then you can bring both hands on the inside of that inner thigh, so just feeling some light opening in the glute and the inner thigh. If this feels like too much, feel free to add something underneath your hand, so a block or a book or something that you can put your hands on. Good, and then we'll come back into our quadruped and we'll just do a couple cat-cows and then we'll do the other side. So on that release, really open up the shoulder blades. Good, on that inhale, you're bringing the chest through your armpits. You're not really arching the low back. It's more of a pull through than a down. And then on that release, you're pressing up through the shoulder blades. Good. All right, we're switching to that other leg forward this time. So coming into our low lunge on that other leg. So remember, we're squeezing that pelvis forward, getting some opening in that hip, and then coming back to those shoulder rolls. So instead of just normal shoulder rolls where your elbows are the ones moving, see if you can lift your scapula. So it's maybe a little different movement. We don't think about moving our shoulder blades very much, but imagine you could lift up your shoulder blade and then drop it back down. Good, and we'll take that left hand down to the ground, opening up into a nice twist, releasing that neck. Good, and then taking that right hand down to the ground so that both hands are on the inside. Again, you can put something under your hands if that helps you open up your hamstrings and your hips a bit more. Good, coming back into the quadruped. This time we're gonna keep our knees where they are, but we're gonna lift up our right arm and just thread the needle underneath. You can tap your head down to the ground and then opening up. So we're doing some thoracic mobility here. So arm is coming underneath and we're opening back up, coming underneath and then opening. So this should feel like a nice release on the chest. Good, and then we'll switch to the other side. So planting that hand, lifting up the other one. One side may feel much less mobile than the other. Opening up that chest. Coming back down. Good, last time. Good, both hands down. We'll come to a seat really fast. My two favorite stretches to end with. We'll bring those hands together in front of you and punch forward and really dome the upper back so you're getting some release right below your neck and in your upper back, punching those hands forward, kind of pulling them apart at the same time too. Dropping the head a bit. Good, and then bringing those hands behind your back. We're not trying to straighten out the arms, but you can have a little bend and then really opening up the chest, so squeezing the shoulder blades together here. So feeling that opening in your chest. Yay! You all made it. Nice job. That was a toughie. I'm gonna stop recording.